Okay, guys. Today we're going to be talking about skincare. Okay. Me, I wouldn't say bad skin, but it is really textured and sensitive. Sensitive is I turn red easily. I really can't use scented perfumey things on my face like moisturizers, primers, all that good stuff. I do not use toner though because it dries out my skin. Um, my skin is textured because I'm oily. I'm always so oily, and that oil just builds up on your skin. Um, your regular daily exfoliator is not gonna remove that problem, although it is a good idea to use an exfoliator um, daily. Um, the exfoliator I use is this by Neutrogena. It's the pink grapefruit. It has these little beads in it that exfoliate. Most important part is a moisturizer, okay? Moisturizer. I have oily skin, but like in areas like my nose, my cheeks, around my lips, and my chin is really, really dry. Okay, I use an oil-free moisturizer. My favorite one is this Moisture Rescue from Garnier. Okay, I clean my skin daily with this one. And then after daily, I use this moisturizer, okay? Okay, so even though I've been doing that, my skin was getting so bad and I had just a lot of buildup, and when I would put my foundation on, it just was not looking good. Okay. So I did a little bit of research, you guys, and I found a product that I am in love with for my skin, okay? I've only used it twice. You're supposed to use it 3 times a week. The first time I used it, oh my gosh, I noticed such a big difference in the way my skin felt when I put my moisturizer on and the appearance, okay? The second time I used it was yesterday. Um, my skin is 89% better. I swear. So the product, I got it at Ulta, but I'm sure you can probably get it at like Walmart or any store like that. But it's by L'Oreal. Okay. And it's pure clay. I don't know what that word is. But it's a clay mask. Okay. It has these little black exfoliating beads for afterwards. So what you do, you put it on like a face mask, right? Wait 10 to 15 minutes. After that, you're going to scrub, 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 scrub. I scrub for about 5 minutes. And then I wash it off. You gotta wash it off. Go wash it off. Um, yeah, go clean it. You gotta wash it in water. You can't just eat the pear like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go wash the water.
Okay, like you wash your hands, okay? Okay. Where was I? Mom life. Oh yeah. You exfoliate with it and then you wash it off. This is not drying. Um, it removes all the dead skin cells and renews your skin. It works. This is a game changer for me and my skin. I really suggest you guys go buy it. Again, it is from L'Oreal, and it's the pure clay mask. It's the yellow one. This was only $12.99. Not bad, okay? And like I said, look. You can see how textured my skin is, and I have really big pores. And on top of that, I have freckles. Freckles everywhere. Not good. Not good. But it happens. Okay. I do recommend you wash your face at night and I use an anti-wrinkle cream because I don't want to be looking old. So the one I use, it's not too perfumey. It's moisturizing. When I wake up in the morning after I put this on, I feel like $100 bill. Seriously, my skin feels so good. It's Rock Multi-Correction 2-in-1 Resting Night Cream. This is the best for at night. As you can tell, I ain't got no wrinkles. Okay, so if you have textured skin, you could pick any foundation, but you're going to want to make sure you use a primer, okay? Me, I have this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. My skin is greasy. I really don't recommend this for greasy skin. I would use, I've heard the Benefit Professional is really good. I just use this because I am not a waster and I hate to waste things, so I'm trying to go through it before I like toss it in the trash. Foundations. Because my skin is oily, I like to do this stick foundation. This one is Maybelline Super Stay Stick, and this one is lighter than my skin color. I go in with this first because it is like super dry, but the coverage is amazing. And we talked about my freckles, so I definitely need that coverage. The second one will be the Milani Conceal and Perfect K. I use this one first because it's thick and it's drying, so it combats the oily skin. But I go with this one on top of it to even out my skin tone, and because it's a little more hydrating. If I were to just use two of these, my skin would be so dry it would not be funny. So you kind of have to find what works for your skin. Definitely, if you have stuff to cover like me, you need something thick. If you have oily skin, do not use anything creamy. This is not creamy by all means. It's just thick. Creamy,
It's
what
thick.
I mean.
Thick like your butt.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh, you guys.
Happy New Year's!
Yes, Happy New Year's, you guys. Happy New Year's. Okay, by creamy, this is what I mean by creamy. NYX Full Coverage Concealer. You see how creamy? That's creamy. You do not want to use that if you have oily skin. I don't recommend it for any skin because it's just going to wipe right off. But I just use this for my eyeshadow primer, which is what I recommend it for. Okay, you guys. This is so important when it comes to textured skin. It's brushes. Okay, so I used to love my stippling brushes, okay? I recently found out this is a no-no if you have textured skin. Okay, the reason why it's not gonna blend anything into it, you basically have to go like this, okay? And like that. Doing so is gonna make your skin worse, okay? And it's just gonna really, really pack that product on, and it's gonna flake up your skin cells, basically. Trying to put that brush back, which is not what you want for textured skin. You want your product to lay and sit on top of your skin. You don't want to rub it in. It's not gonna look too good at all. You want to use a sponge, okay? You can use blending sponges or whatever. I bought a pack of these wedges. Okay, the reason why I use wedges and not a beauty blender is because I have to throw them away, like, after, like, 2 uses because of how sensitive my skin is. So I'm not going to go buy an expensive one just to throw it out in a couple days, you know? Okay. We're going to wet the skin. I'm debating on if I should do 1/2 with the stippling brush and 1/2 with the sponge. Maybe I will. Or should I just do my whole face with the sponge? Because I don't want to have to wipe off half my face and redo it. Ugh, but I really want to show you guys the difference. I think I'm just going to go on with my whole face with the sponge, and you guys will just be like, oh, yep, that worked. I want to listen. Or not. I don't care what you do, honestly. Just kidding. Okay. Sponge. I have my little bowl of water. We're going to squish it in there and just make it damp. Okay. Make sure you have clean hands. You're going to squeeze out as much water as you can, okay? As much water. Slippery. Excuse me. Please me. Just kidding. You know my hand's all wet. Just wipe it. Nobody's looking. Okay. Now you're going to want to use your primer on this sponge, okay? I like to go little at a time. Little at a time. Just because this one is, I think this primer is silicone based. So it's really, really greasy. You're gonna pat, 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 pat. I'm gonna make sure I get really good coverage on. Oh, I'm back. We're back. Just cleaning my eyelashes while my internet was reconnecting. Damn internet, acting a fool. What you gonna do? Act a fool. Well, now I feel like I have to clean the other side. So we're just gonna let that primer soak in while I clean my other eyelash. Because my internet was reconnecting. So I was just sitting around cleaning my eyelashes. Look, I washed my face, but somehow my eyelashes didn't get clean, okay? Don't judge me. I like to get stuff in my eyes. So I clean my eyelashes separately. Baby, I'm working. Okay. I damped my sponge again because it was drying it. Okay. The trick to foundation with textured skin is you do not want to use a lot of product, because on textured skin, you do not want to have cakey product. It is not going to look good. You want to go to as light as possible with something full coverage. Okay, I'm going to take my damp blender again. And we're just going to tap, 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 tap. I mostly put this on my red spots and my acne scars. And because I'm going light, I'm not going to worry too much about covering my freckles. My freckles always show through, and I don't mind because I can never get a full coverage with my skin texture. But it still looks okay because it looks like good skin, but it's still natural because my freckles show through. So before you do any of this, you guys always want to make sure that your moisturizer is fully soaked into your skin. If it's not, it's gonna create a mess. From Pennsylvania. Okay, let's see if we can get closer to look. I feel like already with just the primer in this, my skin isn't as textured. Focus. My pores look a lot smaller already. Okay. I'm gonna wet my sponge a little more. Just because my sponges, these ones dry out really, really quick. I don't know if it's too hot in here or what's going on. Okay. You want to keep it really light with the foundation, okay? You put a little... dot right here and the dot right here. And if you want to add more, you can definitely do that. Just remember, just keep it light at first. It's always good to keep it light. Even with your eyeshadow, keep it light, and then you can go back in and add more if you need to. Same sponge, okay? I never put foundation in this area. Just because around here and around my nose, if I put foundation, that's where my skin is the worst there. So I'm just using foundation that's already on my sponge and placing it there because it gives it very light, but it's still some coverage. It doesn't flake. And I always put the foundation near more on my freckles because that's where I need more coverage. And then I'll just pat it out around the edges, and that's going to give you a very nice coverage. But still, it's going to blend in with your natural skin, especially if you know how to pick out your skin color. You're not going to be able to tell at all. It's going to look very good. I'm going to pat that, and then we're going to go in other places too. And then we'll pat it all out in like a more concentrated area. So remember, less is more when it comes to your textured skin. Less is more. You see how evenly and beautiful? Now look, it's not full coverage, like I said. But if you do want to go in and cover those spots more, you can. I am gonna do a little more of this one on these red spots. Sometimes I'll use the green undertone. I really don't though, because I am so light that the green definitely still shows through and it kind of makes me look like a zombie. And that is definitely not what I want. Is there a red spot on my nose? I'm just gonna Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. That's what I feel like. And we're gonna very lightly pat, pat, pat. And I didn't re-wet it this time. Because my sponge is at a very nice moisture level right now. You definitely don't want to like tap this all away. Beautiful. Okay. Another rule if you have textured skin. Do not bake. Okay? Baking is not going to sit on your skin well at all. You can use a powder to set your makeup. You can, okay? Do not use a lot. Use your sponge still. I do not use a loose powder. I use this translucent packed powder. Where does it say? Oh, it says translucent right here. I don't know. It's not. Focus. Focus. There you go. Okay. This works just as good as baking. Sponge, swipe, and tap. Tap, 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 tap. Swipe and tap. The reason why we're tapping and we're using a sponge is because the stippling brushes is more swiping and poking, which will bring the makeup deeper in your pores, and it's just gonna swipe it around your little textured raised bumps on your skin, and that's not what we want. We want it to sit right on top, because if it sits right on top, it's gonna give you that smooth appearance. Now you can go on your neck if you want, but because of how light our makeup is, it already blends in perfectly. There's really no need, because we are not caked. We are seamlessly blending. I'm gonna swipe. I'm just gonna pat it on my nose of whatever is left over. I don't put extra product around my problem areas. I just go in with what I have. Now I'm gonna swipe, and we're gonna go on my forehead. This big old space on my face called my forehead. Okay, now with whatever product I have, I'm gonna go in my T-zone. In my T-zone. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at how smooth my skin looks. And my skin is so textured. Remember, like, this is like in real life. There is no filters on this video. Okay? So if you need to freshen up throughout the day, carry a new sponge, get a little carrier, wet it, and redo it all over again, okay? If you need a setting spray, I do use a setting spray. I mostly concentrate right here, so I'm going to spray it. I'm just going to let it sit. I spray it mostly in the middle because that's where I get greasy, and the setting spray is going to help it stay in its place. And there we have it, guys. Oh, look at my nose is already getting dry. Okay. So if that happens, look at. We're just gonna pat, 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 pat. This is why I don't put a lot of product on this area, because my nose it's always like that. It's always so crusty. And if I put the more foundation I put, the more caked up it's gonna be. Okay, so we tap that out. And we're gonna grab a little friend of mine. Vaseline, okay? I'm gonna use my finger. And we are just gonna put.
My hands are so sticky.
Go wash it. Okay. What? Sponge. Vaseline because it gives you moisture, but it won't ruin the makeup. There we go. Other side is okay. Okay? I'm gonna do a little more. Bam. Problem fixed. Okay, guys, that is it for my textured skin foundation video. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions or you need any help with anything, leave a comment. I will get back to you. I hope my foundation works for your skin like it does for mine. Because I don't like to wear foundation all the time, but when I do, I like it to look nice, and I have been struggling with this for a long time, and I finally found the perfect way to do it. So I'm hoping this works for you guys as well. Yeah, thank you for watching. Happy New Year. I'm going to do the rest of my face, but that'll probably be on a different video. Okay, guys, go get that 2019 Fresh Face Foundation look, okay? Bye.